Hello everyone, welcome to Great Thinkers Thursdays. Today I have two quotes for you. I'll be using these quotes as a prompt to answer a question I received. The question is a bit lengthy, but so important. I'll give you the quotes first, then I'll read you the question. Here are the two quotes. Loneliness is a sign you are in desperate need of yourself. That was said by Rupi Kaur, the Indian poet, illustrator, photographer, and author. The second quote is, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. That was said by Buddha. Lived circa 6th and 4th centuries BC, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, founder of Buddhism. He lived in northern India. And here's the question. Again, it's a bit lengthy, so bear with me. It comes to us from Anonymous. Here I am, writing to you again in my roller coaster of emotions. One day I feel hopeful, and the next day I feel buried 6 feet under. I read about many people recovered from OCD and being well now, or definitely better. I wonder when and if I could get to that point, feeling better, sleeping naturally, and living all my life fully without the ghost of OCD hunting me and off medication. I feel terribly wounded inside, so trapped in the past, in my traumas, pain, fear, and limiting beliefs, all things that are caused by my OCD. I don't know how to get out of all this crap. OCD has its roots in my lack of self-esteem and lack of self-love. How is it possible to build self-esteem and self-love up when people all around try to tear you down? How to find a safe harbor to rebuild ourselves and our health? I need peace, and I cannot find it anywhere. Additionally, why do I struggle for everything? Why all people have respected work and get what they want while I struggle to survive? It's so unfair. Why am I so unfitted for this world? Shouldn't I be celebrating each moment? Why am I struggling in each moment? Why am I so unlucky? What did I do? Where did I go wrong? What am I doing wrong and mistaken? Am I not able to handle and live my life? What do I have to prove and learn? Why am I being so tested? What is the truth to be uncovered? What is the lesson to be learned? What blessing, if any, is in disguise? Will I ever find out and sort it out? If you want, you can share my questions in your Q&A, but please keep them anonymous. I am not that strong to face any judgment. Again, as I have faced it all the time. Thanks. Anonymous. Okay, here's my answer. I'm not a brilliant sage or angel from above with all the answers to life's deepest questions. But I'll take a shot at answering your questions based on my Christian faith, my own journey through poverty, adversity, a long-standing negative-leaning self-image, and what I have observed in many others who feel just like you do. So here's what I think. The answer to your questions begins with self-love and a recognition that you are worthy of self-love. Love yourself and all good things follow. Fortunately, we need not look outward to find self-love. It comes from within. How do we find it? First, recognize that you are unique. God made you unique. There never has been another person and never will be another person just like you. No one can ever replicate your uniqueness, from your fingerprints and specific physical features all the way to what makes you tick on the inside. Your dreams, your aspirations, your sense of humor, the particular way you process information, the way you love, and so on. This uniqueness spawns self-worth. Because you are unique, you have intrinsic value. A value that no amount of money, fame, or celebrity status can buy. It is this intrinsic value that makes you deserving of self-love. Scripture tells us that the second most important commandment is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. God does not need to tell you to love yourself. It is a given that you can and should love yourself. That tells us the baseline, the standard for love. Celebrate your uniqueness and accept who you are. You are not only enough, you are more than enough. And what about all the negative forces in your life, such as others trying to tear you down? Self-love does not depend on others, and it spawns so many good things. Self-love leads to positive self-esteem. Self-love teaches others how to love us. Self-love helps us dream and aspire. Finally, as far as OCD is concerned, it is self-love that drives us to do the difficult and scary work of recovery. You deserve self-love and all the good things that follow. Don't let anyone tell you differently, especially OCD. And as far as judgment goes, there is no judgment here, right? You are loved. You are valued. You are special. Be that. Act like that. You deserve it. OCD can be defeated. I'm with you. Let's go.